Depends on the beat. In the car, I'm driving, so somebody sent me the video and said, yo, Polight going in on you. So I said, well, send me the video because I'm driving. So let me see what this dude got, let me see what this clown ass nigga got to say. I got up to the part where he was sending subliminal shots, you know, talking about the finances and nigga, I got the money and I can send somebody to come get you, and that's what the nigga saying. That's what he was saying. You see, ain't nobody stupid. Fuck you, Polight. Ain't nobody scared of you, nigga. I know you's a bitch because I seen the bitch in your eyes when Captain Tazoriak told you to cross the fucking line, nigga. So you ain't scaring nobody. Who you gonna get? You gonna get your Crips, nigga? Who you gonna get? I'm outside every day. You're not scaring and you're not bullying nobody. Alright? All you did, nigga, was told a lot of lies. Talk about the scamming, nigga. What you mad at? You mad because I came out and denounced your bitch ass? You mad because I came out and told the people that you were scamming? You gets up there telling people that you bought my car, you helped me buy my car. Every car that the people see you driving, nigga, is rented, Polight. Even the goddamn house that you in right now is not your house. And believe me, I got data on you. But see, what you say about me is all good. I don't give a fuck about that. But the shit I got on you is real shit. Polight, you don't want to go there. Don't make me do it, bro. I'm trying to hold back. And you know what I'm talking about. All right? Now you want to threaten me. Nigga, I'm not scared of you, nigga. Do what the fuck you gotta do. Speak your speech, nigga. I will bust your motherfucking head wide open to the white meat, nigga. You ain't talking about Tashiya, right? You ain't talking about that, her, right? You ain't talking about Tashiya Barnes, right? I know you ain't talking about her. I knew her before you, Polight. You ain't talking about her, right? The one you call Renintet? You ain't calling her your daughter, are you? Don't do it. Don't make me fucking do it, nigga. Huh? Little Dr. York, don't make me do it, nigga. Little fucking Dr. York. You ain't talking about her, right? The one that you call Renintet. Huh? Nigga, that ain't your daughter, nigga. Cut it out. Don't make me bring her sister right here in front of me. Her sister is my wife's cousin, nigga. You know that. Play yourself. You know that. Play your motherfucking self. Huh? She ran away from home to be with your bitch ass. She left her own mother to be with your bitch ass. Nigga, what you talking about? Why you think her mother and them can't even find her? Huh? I know you ain't talking about that girl, huh? The one that ran away from home? Who snuck out the room and left her mother? Because her mother left you? You want me to tell the people why she left you, bitch? I'll tell them when you cut back. I'll tell them when you come back at me. I ain't gonna give up everything. You done robbed from little babies, motherfucker. Knowing that I got all this shit on you.
We get into the studio and woo. Later on, I learned that he had owed some niggas some bread. And when they seen me in the car, they had second thoughts about turning the car into Swiss cheese. So, yeah. Yeah, that was a situation. That car most got turned into Swiss cheese because he owed some folks out there in the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, some bread, and they was gonna get it another kind of way.
But luckily, my sister lived out there, and years before I had went out there and did a lecture, and the guys that he owed money to wound up actually being supporters of mine. So when they saw me sitting in the car beside this goofy nigga, they was like, you know, like, nah, we can't do that. He was fucking ENQI. You know what I'm saying? Later on, they will put me on the hot seat, like, yo, what the fuck are you doing out here with this goofy ass nigga? I was like, bro, he told me he was on a whole new vibe and a whole new, you know, we had a long conversation, and he was like, yo, he trying to do shit different and blah, 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 and I was behind that. You know what I'm saying? I'm always in favor of a nigga turning this shit around. At least, you know, not once you start raping children, but a nigga turning this shit around, trying to do the right thing. And, you know, that was the vibe. But, you know, quickly I learned that he was still up to, like, yeah, he was just on fuckery. You know what I'm saying?
Now when you go back and look, right, and I did the story yesterday about the young sister. What's the name? Renette. Renette. I did the story about Renette. And I got some video footage where as though she is sitting. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. Not even a video footage. I mean, it's like she is like plastered on the screen as he's teaching. And so what I wanted to ask you is that, were you up in the company when him and her was around one another?
Yeah.
That we going back now. We going back. I told him put the children to bed. Did you ever, as you think back, did you ever see any signs that something didn't seem right?
Absolutely, a bunch of signs, but we never seen, like, we didn't see, it's not like we had R. Kelly type of shit, like we had video of him peeing on it, you know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't have nothing. Right. And then when something came up, it got handled and squashed, and it got squashed in such a way that he wound up with custody of the kid.
Right.
So at that point, like I said, at that point when that first situation got handled, it wasn't like when somebody, you know, gets some wild charges put on them, if they get found dismissed or not guilty, whatever, you be like, everybody that knows you is like, yeah, nigga, you get, like, but it wasn't that. Everybody was just like, all right, I guess we gotta treat the nigga as a non-rapist because he was, you know, the case, you know, like, he got the case dismissed. So, you know, but fast forward, if that becomes a pattern and now you caught doing the same thing again.
Well, let me share this with you real quick, because I've done extensive research on this, and I took the volume down because I'm gonna show this on my next show. But I examined this. Hold up. I examined this, and one thing that I noticed, there she go walking up right there. Look at behind. She's walking up. And I noticed that most of the time during this period of time, she's right there. But she's such a little child. So to make these accusations, look, she's such a little child. So to make these accusations, brother, we gotta be right and exact. You know what I'm saying?
Well, to be honest, we're not making the allegations. The allegations was made already.
I'm saying to even expound upon them, and you were there during that period of time.
But look at that room. There's a lot of people that's there at that period of time. Because if you go on that wall and look at the vendors, it's gonna be people all along that wall, you know, from Cafunia to Red Pill, Blue Pill, like everybody was there.
What bothers me is that the more that I dig, the more disgusting that it gets. And
see, hindsight is 2020.
This is a little child, man.
Listen, hindsight is 2020. So when the book comes out, people look and go, what the fuck is that? A polygamy book with a 13-year-old? Like, listen, when them charges hit the news, when Tasha K broke that story, the very next day, my daughter called me up crying. You know what I'm saying? Because she saw the story, she saw my freestyle, my Wankster freestyle, and she was mad at me. You know what I'm saying? Because we got a personal history. There was a time period when she felt like Renente was her best friend. You see what I'm saying? Like, these people that's making all these videos, they don't really have this is just some passing news that's really good for, you know, for views and shit. That's why I kind of deleted all the shit that I had on my channel. I deleted it off my channel because I didn't want to be mixed in with people that's like just platform people. But my daughter called me crying about it, and she had forgiven me. She was calling me to forgive me for some shit from way back then, because I forcefully separated her and Renente. Like, I stopped her from, like, I was like, yo, you can't call Renente on the phone no more. Like, I had to stop her from communicating with Renente at a certain point because they was tight. And after all of the shit went down and he kind of skated away, like I told you, like, he was, you know, the shit was handled however it was handled, but it wasn't like no exoneration. It was just like, all right, nigga, all right, we just watching you from here on out. But when Renente started switching her clothes and she started wearing the fishnet stockings and the short skirts and all that, that's when I had to pull my baby back. And I was like, listen, that's not gonna happen. We're not getting ready to pull. we're not doing that. So I'm gonna need you to pull back a little bit from Renente because she's on an accelerated, you know, she's moving faster than I'm comfortable with you moving. Even I'm uncomfortable with the ideas that she's presenting, some of the ideas with Tony. And me and Tony fell out about this shit. Like, it was a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ripped her away from one of her buddies. So, and at the time I told her, I was like, listen, there's a lot of shit going on over there that nobody can really prove or stop, but y'all, you're mine. So I don't give a fuck whether it's proven or not proven. Yeah, you gonna go that way, you know what I'm saying? And so when she see the charges and shit, she was like, wow, that's the same shit that happened. Like, now it's making sense, Dad. I forgive you for, you know, parents gotta, you know, and then we had our little parental conversation on it. You know
now during that time period, I think it's kind of, I've been trying to figure out what actually happened. Did the state come in to intervene?
Well, according to Saneter, Polight got arrested with the girl, or from the charges stemming from the girl, and then the charges got dismissed. So apparently they was in family court or whatever the case is. Right. But now I do know that there was another pregnancy, and the baby kind of disappeared, and it was very suspect to the whole community. You know what I'm saying? Like, people think I was around him.
And let me say this real quick. Everything that ENQI is saying here right now, many people are privy to. Am I privy to it? No, I'm in Baltimore. In fact, I was in my Moorish space. I was in that Moorish stuff that you see on YouTube. I don't operate on that corny stuff. So I was in my Moorish space, so I don't know anything about this. So this is fresh information to me. But what I'm saying is that this information that ENQI is given, and we won't blame anybody that was around that time because it all seems a little bit fuzzy. You know what I'm saying?
No, wait. I think we need to blame everybody.
We need to blame who was who.
Wait. No, everybody needs to be blamed. Now, you can blame a little bit, but everybody, especially the supporters, because the supporters is looking to just point blame somewhere else. But I want to make sure the niggas that continue to buy books and donate after all this shit start floating around, after you heard Sa say what he said, y'all niggas guilty too.
But what I'm saying is this. Saneter already made a statement that he don't care who Polight sticks his private parts in. He already made that statement. So he doesn't care if Polight stick his private parts in a baby, in a dog, in a young girl, in a young boy. He just don't care. He already said that. So he goes to the back burner anyway. But what I'm saying that many people around was looking on as this was an affection that a father shows to a child, or sometimes blinding themselves to believe that this is appropriate affection. So I said, you know what I mean? I don't want to throw everybody under the bus, but now that we look back, everybody that was there now should know what they were looking at.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying? And when the situation happened where the young sister left her mother to be with Polight, Saneter gave specific detail. He even called her real name that I never knew since I've been covering this. Did you know her real name?
So I'll be bad with the sound bites.
Did you know her real name? Her birth name?
I'm sure at the time I knew everybody's real names, but we didn't address each other that way.
But Sasha,
that would fade out of my mind. I remember.
You see how you say that?
A new cat, like I remember that. I don't necessarily.
That's what I'm saying. You see how that fade out your mind? Saneter spit it out like it was second nature.
Well, that's his family though.
Bro, you get so serious that. So what I'm saying to you is that,
I mean, he say in the video that he knew them before Polight knew them. So that's his family. He definitely know them.
Yeah. Do you think that Saneter, and we're gonna go back to that. I ain't gonna get off that case right there because we're gonna get on that case. Do you think Saneter is culpable? In other words, and I'm using legal terms here. Do you think Saneter?
Okay.
Yeah. Do you think this Saneter is one who facilitated to pull the wool over people's eyes and act as if these things didn't happen, and then present Polight to the people?
In my honest answer, I would say yes and no. So in my honest answer, I would say no. He didn't dust Polight off and set Polight up in a way to rape or potentially rape.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. To give
but, but if you're asking me, did he constantly prop Polight up to scam niggas?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about dust him off. Whatever he was accused of, whatever he seemed to be, that present him in the best light in order to that he could take advantage of people.
Of course.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Now when we go back to Renette, whatever happened with her mother? Anybody knows?
Well, nah, she well, when the allegations came out, that was her breaking up with Polight. You know what I'm saying? So they broke up and she took her baby. It's obviously she seen, shit that was inappropriate. So she bounced and took her daughters.
So was the allegations then, I don't mean to cut your wisdom, this is how I do it sometimes. Was the allegations then that Polight was touching the young girl and this is the reason that they broke up? Was those the allegations?
That was the story that we got.
And so
wait, when the mother took her daughters in the middle of the night, the daughter left her mother and ran away to go back to Polight. So I want to say that to make sure that people aren't still, because there was some other platforms that, like, they thought the girl that, like they thought a girl was still missing. You know what I'm saying? Because they only hear Saneter clip saying the girl went away from her mother in the middle of the night. So some of them think that girl that ran away in the middle of the night is still missing. No, she lives and stayed with Polight, and she's there with Polight now. So when you were in California with that picture, did you see her then? Of course, she always around.
And what was the relationship when she was around?
I mean, just different, you know what I'm saying?
Like one of the wives or the child?
I would say in a middle space. You know what I'm saying? Definitely not like a child. Because, they had, like, it was like I don't know. They was like tiered. I don't know. That shit was weird. How that shit was. But she was with Riot. You know what I'm saying? So whatever level Riot was on, Renente was kind of in that similar space. You know what I'm saying? They had the same type of work cut out for them. They always had to share a room together. Like, so they was always together.
Let me go with what's with
And
the
Riot,
one.
and Riot is one of the wives. So her and Renente always stayed together.
So when Riot is gone, Renette. Oh, Riot is still there. That's right. That's the taller one.
Right.
Yeah, she the quiet one.
Right. But Riot and Renente always stayed in the same room. Like whenever they get a crib, you know, a hotel or wherever they staying, they share. Renente and Riot.
Man, listen, man. Hold up, man.
We're about to take it back.
Bro, you are dropping mega bombs. So,
Only for the people that wasn't around. I want to show this video, and I'm not doing it to bang on nobody. I'm not doing it, I repeat, I'm not doing it to bang on nobody. What I'm going to show you is real G's. He said, God damn it, if we fall, we all fall. So I'm just showing the video because it was funny.
Family Real G's in the building again. Listen, let me tell you something. If I'm going down, everybody's going down with this motherfucking shit. Fuck that. You niggas ain't gonna blame me for some shit that I ain't had nothing to do with when you got motherfuckers out here that been with Polight from day one. You see this man right here, King Simon? Ask him about Brother Polight. Ask him how many shows he did with Brother Polight. This man knows Brother Polight than probably all of you motherfuckers put together, okay? This King Simon. Yeah, this King Simon right here. Oh yeah. Tell him who you are, brother. Tell him who you are.
Yeah, the Black People Polight was teaching at
Shalom
Shalom Hotel. One love. You know, there's a lot going on in the society.
This is King Simon, okay? Now, the other day, he was on the Star Report, right? Star asked him, yo, what do you know? He was like, I ain't got nothing to do with this. I ain't involved in this shit. He said, I ain't got nothing to do with it. Because he's cool like that, and I respect that, but goddamn it, King Simon, you gotta talk up too. Now, you said you didn't know about Riot and the other girl. You only knew 2 of his wives. When in fact, you introduced the 3rd wife, okay? To the crowd. So you know something, King Simon. Come on now, we ain't got time for this bullshit. What's going on, King Simon, that you know that we need to know? You seen him at your event. Polight was at your event, a big ass event. Thousands of people there. And he was walking around with that young girl. What was going on there, King Simon? Okay? So I want to know from you, King Simon, what the fuck did you know about this? Huh? Because Polight was with you. When Polight came to the House of Consciousness, he was known as the Young Phenom. But when he was with you, he was also known as the Young Phenom. He was with you about 3 or 4 or 5 years, King Simon. What's going on, King Simon? Now, I ain't got nothing against you. I like what you're doing, but goddamn it, everybody gonna get touched on this one. The truth gonna have to come out. So, King Simon, all that sitting up, not saying shit, you gonna be guilty too, cause nigga, you knew the nigga before anybody, okay? So your ass gonna be guilty just like we guilty by association. We holding your ass accountable and guilty by association too. Fuck that, okay? Fuck that. Everybody gonna have to pay the fucking cost for this shit.
He been, Polight was rolling with King Simon way before he came to me, you know? But like again, just to let y'all know, as soon as I finished my show, Polight called me and cursed my motherfucking ass out. And I cursed him out. And we went back and forth. So who give a fuck? I'm done. I'm done with Polight. So it's all good. Y'all wanna hear it? I taped it. Y'all wanna hear it? Press 1 if y'all wanna hear it. The curse out between Saneter and Polight. Press 1. Man, look at you motherfuckers, man. That's gonna be pay-per-view. Look at you niggas, boy. Y'all like, yeah, play it. Nah, I ain't take Polight, man. Come on, man. Damn, boy, we are some bloodthirsty, hungry motherfuckers, boy. You think I would play something like that to get me in some more hot water later? Y'all gonna be like, sorry, you wrong, you disrespected Polight, and you cursed him out, and he cursed you out, and nah, man, I'm not doing that. That'll be pay-per-view if you really want it. That's going on my joint, my video. And the only reason why I told the people that we settled it, remember when I said, yo, we good now, we're gonna take care of it? Because Polight said, let's tell the people that I'm gonna give you a donation. I said, all right, Polight gonna give me a donation, y'all. So I rolled with it. Anyway, let's go back to this one though. Now this one is kind of funny too because
There's no time. Let's get right into this shit.
when you look at our brother ENQI and you look at Polight, you see I'm looking at ENQI, I'm like, nigga, look at you, ENQI. ENQI and Polight is down together. ENQI and Polight got on the same shirt. Minister ENQI and Polight, ENQI was New Covenant. So ENQI knew Polight way more than Saneter because ENQI was staying with Polight. Shit, ENQI ended up taking Polight computer or taking his wife's computer. Have we forgotten all of this shit that's going on? You know? But people trying to throw Saneter under the bus, I'm like Nino Brown, nigga. If I go down, we all go down. But anyway, y'all remember that? I'm only joking. I don't blame Minister ENQI either. Like I said, I'm just showing some videos. Polight is responsible for what he does. But let's hear what my brother, Real G's got to say.
Because something dawned on me just recently, okay? This is Brother Polight right here, right? This is Saneter, and this is Minister ENQI, right? Okay, here's my question. Out of these two, Saneter and ENQI, who was Polight's right-hand man? Huh? Was it Saneter or was it Minister ENQI? Who was Polight's right-hand man? Was it Saneter or was it Minister ENQI? Now, I know that Polight was on Saneter's show, but who ran with Polight? Who was on the streets riding in the cars with Polight? Who was staying at Polight's house? Who know more about Polight than Saneter do? Come on, I'll wait. That's right. Minister ENQI know more about Polight than anybody else. Why isn't this nigga being held accountable for the shit that's going on? Because he was there. Why he didn't expose Brother Polight? Why he didn't slam dunk Brother Polight's shit and say, yo, this nigga's out here doing some foul shit? Why he didn't expose him for the fact that he might be out here raping these fucking kids out here? Why did not this man come to the forefront and say, I think something's fishy with this nigga and these goddamn women? Why do we have to wait till now for the shit to surface and then all you niggas is running after Saneter and you giving this nigga a pass? Why are we giving away passes now? This is Polight's right-hand man. This man was up and down the coast with Polight. Out of state. Did he go out of the country with him? I don't know. But he was all through the United States with him. Okay? He's telling stories now about how he flew out to California and spent time with him. He was over here with him in Vegas. He was over here with him. So this nigga spent a lot of time. He said his kids was friends to Polight's kids. So this nigga knew what was going on, but ain't nobody saying nothing. Well, goddammit, we holding everybody accountable. And Real G just speaking out. Why didn't ENQI mention the shit that was going on? You see that shirt he got on? What does it say? New Covenant. He was down with them niggas from the get-go. He was down with Brother Polight. You see that shit? You see the shirt Brother Polight got on? Now look at the shirt this nigga got on. They was 2 peas in a motherfucking pot. Oh, Polight is doing some foul shit. And we need to expose this shit right now. Why did it wait for now for ENQI to try to speak up? Is this nigga trying to dodge a bullet? Is Minister ENQI trying to dodge a bullet, knowing the shit that was going on and didn't say nothing? And now he trying to dodge this bullet. Well, nigga, I got the gun and I'm pointing it right at you, okay? So you ain't gonna dodge this one, partner. You're not dodging this one. Why you didn't come out and tell the people what was going on with Brother Polight? Why you didn't mention the fact that he had that young girl up in there? And then I heard you say some shit just recently. It looked like it was foul. If it was foul and it stink, nigga, you should have exposed that shit. But instead, you ran with that nigga. This is what I'm saying. Was you a part of this shit, Minister ENQI? Hey, everybody gotta be held accountable, okay? Everybody gotta be held accountable. Why? Because you niggas is holding a light to everybody, but you missed this nigga here. His ace coon boom. His #1 partner, the nigga that stood side by side with him, the nigga that claimed that he was paying for fucking events and shit like that, the nigga that said now Polight done did him wrong, so why you didn't expose the sexual part about it? Why you didn't expose the girls out there that he was fucking with? Them little girls that you say was just as young as your daughter. Why you didn't throw a red flag and say, nigga, this ain't cool? Why you didn't call the feds on this nigga? Why you didn't have this motherfucker arrested? Why did you continue to be this nigga homeboy and you sitting up there looking at the shit that he was doing? And now you on a chitlin circuit too? You going around trying to tell your story, nigga, but the story, it's a part of the story is missing. And that is why didn't you hold this nigga accountable? Why didn't you take responsibility as a fucking man and say, yo, you can't do that shit, bro. I don't like it, I ain't having it. Because I heard you also say with some bullshit that he was doing with these girls, and you recognized it, but you thought, well, you know, since you got found not guilty, nigga. And listen, ladies and gentlemen, I had no idea this nigga back in 2014 was arrested for the same shit. I had no idea. If I had known that, I would have never fucked with Polight. You, the public, gave that nigga a pass. And this nigga ENQI gave this motherfucker a pass. Why? Why? And why y'all not holding that nigga accountable? Tell me. I'll wait. This nigga should have been in jail. Based off the shit I'm finding out. This nigga should have been exposed. Based off the niggas I see that was running around with him trying to expose him now. ENQI, you was his right-hand motherfucking man. You was there through thick and thin. Blood and everything. Spit and every fucking thing. You niggas probably slept in the same quarters and shit. And they see that you had the opportunity to bring this nigga up on charges and expose him for the pedophile shit that he was doing, and you did nothing? You the one that's just as guilty.
You talking to somebody who know you, nigga. What I told you, Polight, was just give me 10,000.
Peace to the family. So talk to me, family. How we looking right now? How do we look? Well, we gotta talk about these placebo pills, man. These pills that we think is gonna work out for us. And we find out they just put sugar in the damn pills. A lot of sugar in the pills. Placebos. Today we're gonna talk about fake pills. That's what we're gonna do. And for those of you that say, man, they ain't come out and disrespect you, that's about as far as my dissenting views is gonna go today. I mean, ever since them boys started getting high, they became ecstasy pills. They went from the Matrix pills to ecstasy pills to placebo pills. And from time to time, they the Matrix pills. Then they go into their ecstasy pills when they on their high. And then recently, they became the placebo pills. I want to talk. And the main issue that I have is that these brothers had an issue. They got to first call me first, because that's what we do. You're going to understand. Now, on the surface, y'all have your surface meaning to situations. But the way we do things, the way that I understand, the way that we've been doing things, man, we got to huddle up in the room, pull each other by the shirt. Yo, what's good, man? Yo, this is what it is. We solve all of that. Before the community can get involved in anything, the brothers get involved with each other. So y'all ain't gotta be disheartened and saying, damn, why it gotta be like this, man? Why it gotta be like that? We don't do all this shit online. Now, I don't mind people that I don't know banging on me every time. I ain't saying you gotta agree with everything I say. I ain't saying you gotta co-sign everything. I ain't saying you gotta fall with me if I'm falling. What do you mean what my intention is? What was your intention? Who appointed these elders you talking about? Where's the laws? Where's the bylaws? Where's the jurisdictions? I don't want to play make-believe with my fucking life. Y'all think what you doing ain't disrespectful. This gonna be interesting, y'all. And I want y'all to know, even after this thing is done, because of the love that I reserve for my brothers, I'm not going into no emails. I'm not going into no texts. We want to play fair here. Because no man's sin is greater than the other man's sin. I may transgress. I may be wrong. Everybody ain't wrong. Then you come up with this mysterious tribunal. Didn't even call me. But it's all right. Because you're going to find out why I call y'all the placebo pills. Oh, Polight, come on, they was respectful to you. You think it was respectful. You don't know what's going on in the inner workings. But oh no, I ain't going to speak spooky to you. So I'm going to do this for you real quick. Damn, we need unity. Yeah, we need unity. But you can't say after people get banged on or attacked, time to unify. The time to unify is via phone call. If they would have made a phone call and said, bro, this is where we at. It seems like we can't come to terms. We got no other course of reaction to take, or we don't know what to do. We can't do it. We got to do it this way. Cool. At least I can say, man, we had a fallout on the phone. It didn't work out. This is what we're going to do. Still love you now. That's the reason I'm not going to go certain places with this conversation. But I want you to know how I feel. Let me show you how I feel. I'm going to show you exactly how I feel.
Mr. Brown.
Yes, I was a member, but I was forced into this way of life. Hey, look, I've been dealing drugs ever since I was 12 years old. See, I didn't have the chances that you have, Miss Hawkins. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth, Miss Hawkins. I wanted to get out. But they threatened to kill my mother.
Who are you talking about, Mr. Brown? What they?
They. Look at it. Kareem Akbar. That's right, the educated brother from the bank. He's the real head of the CMB, the brains behind the whole thing. I told you, this thing is bigger than Nino Brown, but I gotta listen, boy. If I'm going down, I'm taking a whole lot. Order in the court. Order in the court.
I just want you to know that this is bigger than Nino Brown. And if I go down, goddammit, everyone going down. Hold on, that was powerful.
Hey. Look at it.
Look at him, look at the pills. Look at the pills.
That's right, the educated brother from the bank.
The brothers with all the crystals.
The brains behind the whole
The
thing.
brothers with all the stones around their neck. This is bigger than Polight.
If I'm going down, I'm taking a whole lot.
If I'm going down, I'm taking all you niggas down. Hold on, let's do it one more time. Since I'm Nino Brown in the community, and I ain't did no good for nobody, all I want is a phone call. See, you went after ENQI. You could have called him, but maybe y'all not that tight. So right now, if there's an issue, you should call that brother out.
Neither her and I combined would get us anywhere near the point of being able to amass real wealth. And so we used the polygynous construct as a catalyst to embark upon those type of endeavors. So we opened up a bookstore and we needed assistance. And so when I presented the idea to Ra'ed, whom we knew for a period of time because she used to come to the bookstore, we then found out where we can establish some kind of reciprocity or something that could be mutually beneficial for her and for us.
Were you surprised when here you are in the bookstore and the owner walks over to you and says, "Hey, I'm looking for a second wife, what do you think?" Were you surprised?
That's exactly how it happened, but yes I was.
So
it's not something that you're exposed to.
Right, that's right.
Initially, like we don't learn this in school.
Right. And so what was your first impression, your first thought when you got it?
The first thought I actually had was, I was just like, does she know?
Right.
That was my first thought. It was natural because
that's right.
When I started coming, I was really young, so I actually looked.
How old were you at the time?
I was like 17.
Oh, okay.
I was 16, 17. My mother used to go to the bookstore. And so I seen them two together and I was just like really happy for them. She was pregnant and she looked gorgeous. Like she just was this dark African looking queen with her afro, you know, and I was just like, wow, you know, so that was the first thought I had. I was just like, does she know, you know? But yeah, that's pretty much the first thought.
And then so he says, yes, she knows. And you say, okay, let's talk, the three of you? Or did you just bring her home?
No.
What we did, we all talked. I, of course, got permission from my wife, Aminette, to engage her and present the idea to her. And then we all eventually talked after I spoke to her. And we had a meeting.
Are you guys like legally married or you just say wife?
Of course, bigamy is against the law, but I have contracts with each of my wives.
With the wife, okay. Were you surprised when your wife said yes to a second wife?
No, I wasn't surprised. What I would say is I would be surprised some years prior.
Right.
Because that definitely wouldn't have been her disposition.
So you meet her and then what happened in your mind? You're like, this is a good one to be with?
Well, actually, yes, because like they mentioned, she has been coming around to the bookstore for years before we even consider her as a co-wife.
I'm like Nino Brown, nigga. If I go down, we all go down.